Hey everybody, welcome to Fantasy R&R. I'm your host Ryan, and this is an episode of The Sports Bar.
This is Fantasy with Rob and Ryan, Fantasy R&R.
Alright, today's episode is going to be a little different. We're going to go through some of our favorite sports foods to eat. This is going to be Cajun Seafood Boil. You're going to need the following ingredients to make your Cajun spice for the spice pack. Smoked paprika, ground black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, oregano, thyme, crushed red pepper, lemon pepper, Old Bay, cardamom, and salt. Start by putting all of these ingredients together. Follow the instructions on the screen for the correct measurements. This is going to be the base that you put in the water for the boil. Now, cardamom is one of those things that you can kind of put off to the side for now. I like to mix this stuff up first and then put some aside for our slather sauce. Add in your salt. Mix it up good, make a mess, get it all over your counter. And then take about 3 teaspoons of that mixture. Set it aside into another bowl. We're going to use this for our butter slather sauce. As so. You are left with those. Now you can add your cardamom into the larger spice pack if you want. Next, get an onion, small yellow onion if you can, a couple of big garlic cloves, 2 nice big ears of corn. I use about 4 red potatoes, 1 lemon, and then your spice pack. This is what we're going to be putting into the boiling water. I don't need a whole ton of food because it's usually just me and my girl eating this when we're watching sports on the weekends. Cut that onion in half. And then take your garlic and just cut off the sides a little bit. You don't want to chop these up. You just want to get them so that they can release some of the flavor into the water. So to do that, you can kind of peel them at the same time, but just give them a little crush. You're gonna hear a pop when you put the knife down and apply some pressure. You'll be able to peel that garlic real easily, and we're just gonna take those cloves and throw them right into the water as so. I use a big tray like this to dump all my food on at the end. Take your lemon. We're going to get this tray set up, so cut the edges off so you can make a couple of lemon wedges. I like to take a slice or 2 and put them with the wedges for serving later, just to make it nice and pretty. The other larger slices we're going to be throwing directly into the water for the boil. So get a couple of nice big thick slices so they don't fall apart into the water too easily as you boil it. And then, like I said, take those ends of the lemon, cut them into little wedges here. We're gonna bring it back over to our tray and we're gonna set that up. Getting real fancy like here. Gonna take those lemons, just put them on the side of the tray. This is just for like a garnish and a look, but people can take the lemons and drizzle the juices all over the seafood afterwards. I like to take a couple little pieces of parsley, make it nice and pretty, like we're Gordon Ramsay here. It's stunning. Ah, yes, beautiful. Just put your parsley there on the lemon, and then you got yourself a nice little setup to throw your seafood boil on. Get yourself a big old pot. These little inserts here, to be quite honest, I've seen people use them for the boil. I always feel like they're too shallow to hold everything. I take that and use it at the end to dump the boil in and drain the water. Get your water going. Take a little while to fill this up, but make sure you got a nice healthy amount in there to cover everything, especially if you're using something like crab legs, and get that boiling. It is going to take a while. Once your water is up to boiling, take your onions, throw them in, and take your garlic, throw them in, and your lemon pieces, throw them in. This is just going to need a few minutes. You're going to see the flavors start to release into the water. Smells great. Then you want to take your spice pack that you made earlier. Remember to add that cardamom at the end, and mix that all up. It's going to get nice and frothy. It's going to start to smell real good in your kitchen after that. We're going to allow this to kind of sit around for a good 10 minutes and take in a lot of the seasonings and flavor. While that's happening, go ahead and get your slather sauce ingredients ready. Again, I don't need much here. A little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic, and the remaining 3 teaspoons of that spice pack. Chop your garlic up nice and good. Get it minced. Turn on your burner. And we're going to throw in the butter and get it melted. Wait for that butter to melt fully. Then we're going to take that garlic and put it into the butter. We're going to kind of toast the garlic, maybe about 30 seconds, just to release the flavors. You don't want to burn your garlic. After that, take that 3 teaspoons of the Cajun seasoning we made earlier, mix it all up. Toast that out for about 5 minutes. Turn off your burner afterwards and let it sit there and cool down. While that's happening, throw in your potatoes. Set your timer for about 3 to 5 minutes depending on how big your potatoes are, and then get your favorite seafoods. Since it's just me and my girlfriend, we're just doing one big king crab leg and some crawdads today. Dump them all in. You're gonna want to go ahead and give it a quick little stir just to make sure everything's in there, incorporated into the seasonings, and then put your lid on so we can get this water back up to boiling when it cools down from putting all that food in. When you see it start to boil, you're gonna set a timer for about 10-15 minutes. While that's going on, get your corns, break them in half as so, and then after your seafood has been boiling for a while, turn off your burner, throw in your corn, and then we're gonna cover that again and just let it sit for 10 minutes with the burner off. As you're waiting for that, chop up some parsley, get it nice chopped up. We're gonna use this as a final garnish. After that 10-minute timer is up, throw that little thing in the sink we were talking about and dump your boil out so you can drain it. Look at all that goodness. All right, so once you got it nice and drained, be safe, put it back into your pot here, and then go ahead and dump it out onto the serving tray. Then we want to go ahead and grab that slather sauce that we made. It should be nice and thickened and cool. Give it a quick mix, and then just kind of drizzle it and drop it, and make as much as you want if you want some extra for dipping sauce. And then just go ahead and garnish it all with that parsley. After that, you have a beautiful seafood boil. I like to serve it with hush puppies or Cajun fries. And this was an episode of The Sports Bar. I'm your host, Ryan. I will see you next time with Rob for some more hot takes on baseball and football and great game day treats.